Welcome to Mind Academy Sports, where we teach athletes the connection between their mind and performance. Did y'all see that clip? Ben Simmons shooting non-stop from the three-pointer, fading away, just shooting with confidence. And just pay attention to his follow-through. He was just letting the ball go. He was confident. He was not fearing failure. Okay? And then when you get to the game, we see that version in the pickup, which is his potential, a certain percentage of it. And then in the game, he won't even shoot because he's scared to fail. Now, most people say Ben Simmons cannot shoot. Most analysts, they'll try to tell you he needs to work on his shot. He needs to do this. And what I'm trying to tell you is we all know that people, you know, if you play a sport, you have to work on your game. Everybody knows that. And I guarantee he was in the gym putting shots up over and over and over again. But what you have to do when you recognize that you have some type of mental interference, you have to remove it from your mind. Once you can remove that thought process, that negative thinking from your mind, your body will naturally do what it's supposed to do. I always say it's like a hose. If you got a water hose, all the water is coming out full force, full go, right? That's your potential. That's when it's coming out. That's when you're in rhythm and flow, right? But then when you put a kink in the hose, then hardly no water gets out. That's what mental interference is. Okay, it's stopping your power. All right, so we can see Ben Simmons. He's got all the potential in the world, and he can easily play that way in the game if he knew how to mentally train the right way. Okay, so that's just look at that. That's just a perfect example of our potential and what sometimes we produce. We are capable of so much more in the game, but sometimes we're there, sometimes we aren't. All right. So the question is, what's mental interferences in your game? That's what I want to know. Type below. What mental interference do you have in your game, right? So when we're talking about this thing called fear of failure, we have to understand that it's not because we're scared of an opponent or we're scared of a team or this or that, okay? It's all about association, all right? It's all about association. You have two parts of your mind. You have a conscious mind, you have an unconscious mind. What I tell athletes is called your power mind, okay? So when you're talking about an ability to get into a state, a confident state of mind, fearlessness, just that raw power, that raw ability, your conscious mind is responsible or has the potential of 7% to help change you into that state of mind. Okay, whatever state of mind you play in, 7%. Most people say 5%. Okay, your unconscious mind or your power mind, right, has 95% ability to put you in that state of mind. Y'all following me? You follow me? 95%. Now, these unconscious thoughts you are not aware of. The only way you know what thoughts are running down there, what thoughts are firing, is how you feel. So obviously, he has the wrong thoughts that are going, right? But this, okay, so he has the wrong thoughts that are going. But watch this. This is $1 million principle I'm about to give you. Don't miss this. Don't miss this. Your unconscious mind, power mind, right? It's actually attached to your body and cells and stuff like that. But it has memories inside of it. Okay? It's like a computer, perfect computer that has all the memories you ever had, even when you were in your mom's womb. Yes, it does. Okay? So, it has all the times that you failed, all the times you were embarrassed, all the time you felt ashamed, even if it don't have nothing to do with your sport, all the times that you lost by 30, all the times where you were embarrassed, you did something stupid, all the times where people said, you can't do this. Any coach says, you can't shoot, or you can't do this. So it's in your unconscious, in your long-term memory, all these things. So what your unconscious mind, which is attached to your body. It controls everything. You know, your eyes blinking automatically, your heartbeat, all that other stuff. It's responsible for running your body. So one thing it says is, we don't want you to fail. So we're going to do whatever we have to do for you not to fail. So if you have anything that you're looking at, right, whether it be a player that you're going against, it can represent somebody in the past that you failed against. If it's a situation, it can represent something that your mind is drawing up. Okay, so what happens is, if there's anything in the environment that your mind and body saying, hey, we've got to fear this, hey, we don't want you to fail, it's going to cause some interference to happen. So what you have to do is you have to do some work. This is where we go, some high level stuff. You got to do some work so your memories, so you take care of your memories, okay? And so that you can change those bad experiences. Instead of them being a negative, instead of it stopping you, you can change it and shift your perspective so it's more positive, right? So every time you think about it, it won't affect you. So when we're going back to Ben Simmons, this is what he's going through, because people have screamed. This is why you got to be careful with ESPN and talk show hosts. This is why all professional athletes really need to get this work done, because they have people who are telling them nonstop what you can and can't do based on a game, based on them trying to get ratings, based on their own stupid opinion. And sometimes this opinion can go on for days and months, and this guy can't do that, he can't do that. Your coach is telling you what you can't do. You have your own doubts. So what you have to do is create a thought on the inside that's so strong. You have to create a thought on the inside that's so strong that it's like a shield. You don't hear any other voices. The only thing that you hear is this. So that's the key. And when you're talking about ESPN, when you're talking about FS1 or whatever, man, this stuff is crazy. It'll go everywhere. So you've got to have that thought that's so loud that you don't hear anything else. And then once you play, once you get ready for the game, it's just going to be like clockwork. All right? Now, I just gave you a $1 million principle now. Remember, you're only one thought away from your next greatest performance.